Numerous people nowadays are dealing with one of the most annoying and stubborn body problems, aka belly fat. And while some only see it as a mere obstruction to having a dream body, it's actually quite of a health concern that needs more attention. For instance, it can be an indication of internal fats accumulating around your organs, which is never a good sign. So it's high time to get rid of it. The problem is, with how busy most folks are these days, it can be tough to go to the gym. This is where equipment-free exercises enter the scene. Some of them you may already know, like static squats and mountain climbers. But what about the less-known moves like the sprinter sit-up and hollow hold reach? Are you well acquainted with them? If not, then make sure to stay tuned. Number 1. Plank. Start in a press-up position. Bend your elbows until your forearms are on the floor beneath your shoulders and your body is forming a straight line from your feet to your head. Tighten your abs throughout the entire exercise and look at the space between your hands to ensure a neutral spine position. Hold the position for as long as you can. Number 2. Side plank. To do a side plank, start by lying on your right side with your feet together and your forearm beneath your shoulder. Keeping your core engaged, raise your hips so your body is forming a straight line from your feet to your head. Maintain this position for as long as you can, but 30 seconds ideally. Repeat on your left side. Before we continue, a like would be great. Number 3. Static squat. To start, put your feet at shoulder width distance and turn your toes out slightly. Now, swing your arms up to shoulder level as you slowly bend at your knees and drop your hips. Lower yourself until your thighs are parallel with the floor. Keep a straight spine and tight core as much as possible throughout the whole movement. Hold this position for as long as you can, preferably 20 counts. Then drop your arms and push your hips forward to return to the starting position. Number 4. Curtsy Lunge. Stand with your feet hip distance apart and let your arms fall at your sides. Placing your weight into your right foot, step back around with your left foot almost as if you're curtsying. Let your arms come up in front of you comfortably and keep your chest up. Stop lunging when your right thigh is parallel to the ground. Then start straightening your right leg by pushing up through your heel so your left foot returns to the starting position. Repeat the lunge on the other side. Another bodyweight exercise that's popular among many is the mountain climber. Do you know this one too? More about this exercise next. Number 5. Mountain climbers. Start in a press-up position with your hands shoulder-width apart directly beneath your shoulders. While maintaining your alignment, pull your right knee towards your chest without it touching the floor, then return to the starting position. Repeat the movements on the left leg. Alternate at a pace that permits you to maintain alignment. Continue alternating back and forth until you have completed your desired number of reps. Number 6. Dead bug. First off, lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Let your shoulders and lower back fall heavily to the floor. Then draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Now raise your hands so your elbows are above your shoulders and your fists are facing toward each other. Next, lift your legs to place your knees directly over your hips. Finally, slowly lower your right arm and left leg until they're just above the floor and bring them back to the starting position. Repeat on the opposite side. Number 7. Sprinter sit-up. Start by lying on your back with your arms at your sides and legs extended. Then explosively sit up as far as you can while you drive your left arm forward and your right knee to your chest. Reverse the motion, but if possible, avoid resting your torso or legs on the floor even for a moment. Repeat on the other side. It should look like you're somewhat sprinting. Number 8. Bicycle crunch. First off, lie on a mat and keep your lower back pressed to the floor. Now, raise your knees until they form a 90-degree angle with your hip and knee. Now, position your hands behind your head, then start crunching by bringing your right elbow towards your left knee while extending your right leg. To switch sides, bring in your left elbow towards your right knee while extending your left leg. To effectively get rid of belly fat through exercise, you must focus on targeting your abs. One exercise that does this is the ankle touch, also known as the heel touch, which brings us to our next point. Number 9. Ankle touch. Start by lying on your back on the floor with knees bent, arms at the sides, and palms facing your body. Keep your back flat and bend your knees to a 90-degree angle while your feet stay firmly planted on the floor. Now, engage your core as you bend your spine to reach your right hand towards your right ankle. Repeat this movement for your left hand. Alternate sides between each repetition. Number 10. Crossed leg crunch. Lie back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. With your hands behind your head and elbows out, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Keeping this position, contract your abdominal muscles and slowly lift your upper body off the floor. Then twist your torso to your right, squeezing your abs as you do so and reaching your left elbow with your right knee if you can. Reverse the twist and slowly lower your body back to the floor. Repeat on the other side after completing your desired reps. Number 11. Butt kick. To begin, stand up straight with your legs slightly wider than your hips. Now bring one heel off the floor toward your glutes while the opposite side hand comes up towards your shoulders like you're running. Repeat this movement on the other side, again with the opposite arm coming up toward your shoulder. Continue this exercise at your desired speed. Number 12. Reverse push-up. Get into a normal push-up position with your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Lower yourself until your chest is an inch above the ground and push your body backward until your arms are fully extended, with your knees bent and butt in the air. Bring yourself back into the starting position. Ever heard of an exercise called Beast Reach? No? Find out how to perform it here. Number 13. Beast Reach. Start on all fours, then extend your arms so you're sitting back on your glutes. The key point here is to keep your knees off the floor. To do this, shift your weight forward so you're in high plank. At the same time, bring your right knee up towards your chest. Finally, sit back and repeat with the opposite knee and speed it up. Number 14. Burpees. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, weight in your heels and your arms at your sides. Then push your hips back, bend your knees, and lower your body into a squat. Next, place your hands on the floor directly in front of and just inside your feet and shift your weight onto your hands. Jump your feet back to softly land on your feet in a plank position. Now jump your feet back so that they land just outside of your hands. Reach your arms overhead and explosively jump into the air. Land and immediately lower back into a squat for your next rep. Number 15. Split jump. To start, stand tall with your feet hip distance apart. Your hands should be in front of your chest on a fist. Take a large step forward with one foot and lower your body toward the floor. Both legs should be bent at a 90-degree angle at the bottom of the lunge. Then lower the back knee slightly and jump to switch the feet. While in the air, your front foot should come back while the back foot comes to the front. Land in a bent knee lunge, repeat. Number 16. Hollow hold rock. First off, lie on your back, lifting your feet and shoulders off the floor and keeping your arms behind you. Then engage your core and push your lower back into the floor, rocking forward and back. Make sure your breathing is controlled, then get ready for the next rep and so. Burning belly fat can be a strenuous task, but we've made this video here to make things much easier for you. Click here to watch this video on how to lose belly fat in just 2 weeks by doing this.